Chris Gervaisi here with Desert Urban Homesteading. Well, I wanted to make a video today. I had these sugar canes that I had in a 3-gallon bucket with water so that they could root out. As you see here, the roots and the little sprout coming out. And I figured I'd make a video today on how to plant sugar cane in a container in the desert. So stay tuned and I'll show you the process of what I'm going to do. Right, so what I have here are some of the sugar canes in various stages. This one has a little bit of a shoot and roots growing out of it, which for me isn't going to be ideal right now in the container that I'm going to plant in because I don't want it shooting straight up. We also have this one here that just has a little nub coming up, which is good for me because I want to lay this flat in the container that I'm going to grow in, and the roots will come out from those little blackheads that you see there in the video. Next you have this one here which has roots coming out but doesn't have any sprouts coming out yet, so we're going to plant it and see how it does. Last but not least, you have another one here which has roots just starting to come out and also a little spur. It is kind of at an angle, but I think I'm going to plant it now so hopefully it turns and goes straight up. Alright, so what I have here is the original earth box. I'm going to go ahead and fill this with soil about, I don't know, about 2/3 of the way, maybe 3/4 of the way, and go ahead and plant out this sugar cane horizontally over the soil and then cover it over a little bit. Give it a nice watering and see what we get. So without further ado, I'll get that done. With this earth box here, you're going to want to make sure you get your soil packed down into this area here. This is where the water is going to make contact with your soil and wick it up to the plants. So I like to give it a good pat and make sure that we're making good contact there in those corners. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, now that I got it about 3/4 of the way full, I'm going to go ahead and take these sugar canes and plant them with the roots down a little bit here. And these little nubs, I'm going to just make sure they're on either side. This way when they grow straight up without interference. And we're just going to go ahead and place these all in here. So I'm going to even place the one with the shoot that's shooting sideways and see what happens just as an experiment. And I'm probably over planting this container with them, but hey, like I said, it's just an experiment. Have a little fun with it. Okay, now that I have these spread out like I'd like, I'm going to go ahead and finish covering this off. And I'm going to cover it up to the top here, level with the top, because this is all going to settle in, and we'll give it a good watering and see how it goes from there. So I had a little straw mulch laying around, so I went ahead and covered the top. This is going to help with a little water retention as far as the evaporation of the water. Also keep everything nice and cool or hot, depending on what it likes. So it's going to help those sprouts shoot up really good. Now the last thing to do is go ahead and add some water and set it in full sun and see what happens. So I went ahead and got that all watered out and set it out in full sun. Once it starts growing, I will repost updates on the growth of the sugar cane. With that being said, I'd like to thank you again. My name is Chris Gervaisi with Desert Urban Homesteading. Little farm, big ideas. Come grow with us.